everyone, welcome back to my channel. I'm Lena, and on today's video I'll be showing you how to make orange juice as well as answer some one list a day questions from this journal. So there's a bunch of different prompts that you can read and answer for each day, and it's just a mindful thing to do. I like journaling, so let's get started. Some of the supplies needed for today's video is, of course, a juicer, oranges. You'll need some jugs to put in extra orange juice, as well as some glasses to enjoy your orange juice. Maybe a paring knife just to get going and cut like a little area so you could start peeling, and a rag just in case of spills and messes. Okay, so the first thing I'm going to do is just peel away. Make a little incision. And just like that, peel your oranges. Now I got all of these oranges from my good friend Jane that works with me. I love her to death, and she's like, "Hey Lean, you want some oranges?" And I was like, yes, yes, and yes. My family, we drink a lot of juice, so definitely yes. Okay, so let me figure out how to read through the journal as I peel oranges. So the first prompt that I'm going to read from this journal, also I got this journal from my best friend Ratha from California. I miss her, love her, and this journal is just super cute, and it's called a listography, one list a day. And the first day is, of course, January 1st, and it says, what are your top goals for this year? And the first thing I put down was to build a garage slash workshop for Didi and I and my whole family. Of course, we'll need it for all of his cars and all of his tools and things like that. We want to put a lift in there, as well as an area for my DIY stuff and storage and woodworking, like tools and power tools and things like that. It's been a long time bucket list of ours. I think it'll just make work easier, and we'll have more room for all of our creative projects and his car projects. So bigger the better, you know how that is in Texas. And then the second thing I put down was to be consistent with my DIY projects. I absolutely love DIY, and that's the reason why I started the whole YouTube journey, just because I love creating content, capturing what I've done, and just so proud of myself for even fully completing a project of any sort, and I love sharing it with the world. And then the third thing I put was that I just needed to find peace and balance with all of the things I love to do. So I think with that comes journaling. So journaling has definitely helped me be on track. It's gotten me to be on track for my goals and priorities. At first I was kind of writing things kind of about the day-to-day things that happened to me at work, or just, it was almost like a sequence of the things that happened to me in a day, which I kind of, in the beginning of journaling, it wasn't fulfilling until I actually got down and just took the time to actually write a little deeper, write a little more reflective, think about the problems I may have went through in the past and look for a solution, and not being judgmental to my own words and thoughts, just writing it out. And it actually made me feel better. It helped with anxiety. I like it. It's I've gotten a good look on what I want to accomplish this year, and just things like that. So I totally recommend journaling. Okay, so that was January 1st. And then the next one is January 2nd, words that capture who I am. I love this one. I immediately put down kind, beautiful, and happy. I believe that I am all of those things, and I am confident in all of those things. Don't be afraid to love yourself and just say it out loud. January 3rd, how my life is different from last year. I put down, number 1, I do not feel guilty for saying no anymore. I put down for the 2nd, I am productive, not just busy. And that one kind of hit hard just because, again, finding that whole balance and peace thing. I kind of was just trying to be busy just to be busy. And I wasn't being productive. I wasn't finding like value to the things I was doing. So now that I'm better at saying no, I can do the things that I want to do, the things that I love, and not feel obligated to meet someone else's. You know what I mean? Like I'm here to be happy for myself, and everyone else should do the same. Of course, we have our family and friends, and that's, you know, that's the core family value. But if things are stressing you out in any aspect of your life, learn how to say no and keep it moving, and that all things will be okay at the end. So don't stress or overthink yourself. Change that mindset and just be positive, be happy, be humble, start your day off good. Positivity. And then the 3rd one, again, it says peaceful. So all that in one, just to remain peaceful for 2020 and not stress. Should get some napkins. Okay. For January 4th, it says advice to myself for the coming year. And I put just to be me. I need to relax, and everything will be okay. And I think Kato was sitting down with me, and he said, Mom, you have to be safe. And I was like, hey, that's a good one. Be safe. January 5th, it says here, places I want to go this year. And it only has 3 lines, and I wrote all over the place because there's so many places that I want to travel and explore. That's one of my hobbies to do. I haven't done it lately. I mean, I still go maybe like once a year somewhere, but I've been trying to focus on paying the mortgage and paying bills, which is a balance, of course. So it's not like I could just go and travel the world. So you just have to find which places that you want to go and do a list and just check it off, a to-do list. Some of the places I put Banff National Park in Canada. I want to go there and see those turquoise waters, and number 1, that's my go-to. I want to see Sequoia National Park. I want to see Yellowstone. I want to revisit New York City with my boys because they wanted to see in New York City. I want to go to anywhere in Utah, Colorado. There's just so many places in the States that I want to go and see. I've been more so to the West, and now I'm gonna plan something with my family to go to the East, maybe like see the Appalachian Mountains or the Smoky Mountains. And then towards the bottom, I put Jamaica because my girlfriends want to go there this year, as well as Ireland. Oh, be careful. Ireland, I mean, have you seen those photos on Instagram and Pinterest? Amazing. January 6th. It says here, values to focus on this year. This one I had to sit and really think about the values I wanted to achieve, accomplish, be more of, virtuous, as you can say. And the 3 things that I put, I'm always thankful. So I always want to practice thankfulness and gratitude. That's the main one, and I recommend you do the same. The more you think about what you're grateful for, you'll be so much more passionate about your life and not comparing, just enjoying your day-to-day and loving the life you live. The second one I put was calmness. I believe I'm a person of calm, and my demeanor, I could be super excited, super happy, friendly, but my go-to state and my zen is to remain calm and not overreact, not get mad, because when things happen, it's better to think with a clear thought process and not when you're happy or super sad, because that could sway your decision making. So you want to be at a state of calmness, and so you can reevaluate whatever you're going through. And then the last one I put for values is to be consistent. Again, with YouTubing, all my creative projects, anything that I'm trying to do, reach a goal, travel more, I just want to remain consistent, whatever that schedule may be, and not overwhelm myself and think that I'm falling behind or whatever. Everyone has their own schedule with life, with whatever you want to do. You make it work for you. January 7th. The things, it says here, things to stay away from this year. I really love this one. And immediately I put clutter, assumptions, and bad attitudes. I mean, you really sit there and think about that. Like, we're trying to be more organized in 2020. I love Marie Kondo. I've been organizing everything into a manner that is useful to my household. And so I could see all of my clothes, all of my shoes, get rid of the things that don't make me happy. So clutter free is the way to go. Have everything in a feng shui, organized, and get rid of the trash and old things that you may not need, or donate it. So that's number one. Number two is assumptions. I think a lot of people go through this. We assume too much. I think it's better just to get down to the root of the issue, the communication, I'm trying to look for clarity, and let's not assume in 2020. And the third thing, which makes me laugh, I think everyone has it, I have it, is bad attitudes. But the less we try to stray away from people that are negative, bad attitude, just affecting your mental state, stay away from them. Next one here is January 8th. People who have influenced me. I put down Dee Dee, which is Andy. Andy has been my longtime hubby for, I want to say 9 to 10 years now. I love him to death. That man always surprises me with all the things he does. He knows, he's so knowledgeable. He's such a handyman. He's protecting of us. He's concerned and worried when he needs to be. He's super funny when he has to be. He's passionate about what he loves to do. He's the best, and he's handsome. And the second person I put was Lisa, my baby sister. She's 9 years younger than me, but she's an outstanding mother of 2, a good wife, a good family person, and she loves baking, cooking. She loves home decor, and she's a creative soul like me. And we always team up to do some sort of project or get together for cooking. We love our family, so I just love her to death. She's influenced me to be a better person, kinder, just overall sweet. She teaches me about makeup. Perfect sister. And then the last one I put is Rosemary, which is my cousin in Dallas. And she is my go-to person for frustrating days, the person I vent to. If she needs to vent to me, she can. We have each other's back. We always giggle and laugh. It's so sweet. We see each other maybe, I want to say 3 to 4 times a year, which is pretty good. We either try to drive up there or she'll come down here with her family. And I mean, she's just the most awesome, realest person I know. And now moving on to January 9th, I am going to take a pause and fast forward through this peeling stage and go through a few more days in the book, okay? All right, here's my current state. I probably peeled 15 to 16 oranges before my thumb started hurting, so I think I'm gonna stop right there. And now we'll proceed on to putting it into the juicer and answer some more questions, of course. Okay, moving forward with the journal, it says here January 9th, little things I appreciate. I would definitely have to say Sadie Baby. That's my 4-year-old Yorkie, and I absolutely love her to death. Every time I come home, or any of us come home, she is the most adorable, sweet, super excited dog and welcoming. I mean, those are the things that you just want to feel when you come home, and she does it spectacular. I love her and I appreciate her. Another thing I would say is I appreciate nature. It's way bigger than a little thing, but I love nature. I love spending time outside. I love when I am on trips, I go towards the mountains or the beaches or anywhere that's super scenic. I love a lot of trees, you know, so I definitely love nature. Another thing I appreciate is, I'd have to say, I don't want to sound generic, but I appreciate my family. I love my family. I love how simple we are, and I love how we get along. I love how that we are there for each other. I love my parents coming over, my sister coming over. I love spending that time. So family in general, I appreciate them. Okay, let's take a pause and juice some oranges. So here's a little lever to turn it on, and it says low or high. And this is a little, I don't know the pieces, but what you do is put in the juice and you smash it down. So let's just turn it on high. Let's see, it says it's about 25 fluid ounces. And I want to kind of taste it. So let's see. It looks kind of foamy. Maybe it's the type of blender I'm using or the type of juicer. Super fresh, tart. I like it. I think it would be better chilled, so I'll make some more, but I want to at least get through the days a little more. So my thumb hurts, so be prepared if you're peeling with your thumb. And that's why I suggest using a paring knife, just to get a little slit in there at least, so your thumbnail won't hurt as bad. Oh, my journal's all messed up too, but it's okay. Okay, January 10th, it says here, new restaurants to try in the Houston area. I don't know the names off the bat, but I guess I'll just lean it more towards the type of food that I want, that I love. So I'll try something new in that aspect. So I want to try a new Cajun seafood restaurant because I absolutely love seafood. I would definitely try a new sushi restaurant, so give me some suggestions. And I then would try a new steakhouse. So seafood, sushi, and steakhouse. Please drop your recommendations below in the comments. January 11th, it says, I love to be a fly on the wall in these rooms. if I were a fly, what rooms would I love to be in, I suppose? Off the bat, since I'm in a kitchen, I think I would want to be in Gordon Ramsay's kitchen. I think that'd be totally cool to see all the things that he is whipping up and making. Another one would be a few of the YouTubers I follow. So most recently, I'll just sum it all together. I love following Rachel Metz, as well as Drew Scott, and there's another girl that's been new on my playlist, but her name is McKenna. But they're all DIYers, love them to death. I would want to be a fly in their workshop. And then the third one I would say is maybe, so I got food related, workshop related, and maybe like a movie star. You know, you always want to know what movie stars are doing the day in the life. Celebrities, you know, are they just the normal people, or are they crazy, or what? So some sort of movie star. I don't know which one right now, but movie star. And today is January 12th, so we'll stop here, which it says things that got on my nerves recently. And I don't have anything filled out yet. I would have to say, my number one pet peeve is when you really need to get a hold of someone and call them, they don't pick up, or vice versa. It's just that contact when you can't get a hold of someone. Either you keep calling and they don't pick up, or vice versa. It's just like annoying. You just want to get a hold of them. You know they have their phone on them, so what the heck. The second one I would say that's gotten on my nerves is maybe people that don't really listen to me. I have deep conversations, I have those lighthearted conversations, but I notice I have a key sense when someone's not really listening to me, and that's just when I become a listener. I don't say much after that, so that could be annoying. And the third one I'd have to say is maybe going to the restroom. My friends will make fun of me, but if I go on a night out or whatever and we're drinking, I constantly have to go to the restroom, and I get so annoyed of myself because my bladder is probably like a little, hate it. I always need to go to the restroom. Hate it, hate it, hate it. But so that one's that. So we're all caught up in the days. I just want to see if this was something that was awesome to do, as I'm doing some sort of how-to and talk about this journal here. So let me know if that is something that y'all want to see more. And I'm not quite sure if this orange juice, is this how natural orange juice looks, that you fresh juice? I don't know. See? Thank you for watching, and let me know your thoughts about this video, what else you want to see, if this was even awesome to do. But until next time, another project coming at ya. Bye.